death, easing your tax burden. Exploding motorcycle, alligator attack, saving the world from an asteroid. We promise your fake death will not only be convincing, it will be cool.
Hi, I'm Cookie, and I got my start as a 17th century chimney sweep. Playing alone, I see. What else is new? And the wrong answer of the game is brought to you by
Giant kitchen appliances. Huge, elegant, completely impractical. Giant kitchen appliances.
Try to choose the wrong answer, brought to you by our sponsor to get prizes and cash. Hang on tight, we're in for a ride.
Get ready, time for question. 1.
First, kiss my mascot. Which of these mascots is often seen with a bumbershoot? Mr. Peanut, the Morton Salt Girl, the Pillsbury Doughboy, or the Jolly Green Giant? This would have worked. A bumbershoot is another term for an umbrella, which is a classic part of the Morton Salt Girl mascot. But you know what she needs more than a bumbershoot? A little common sense. She's spilling that salt everywhere. I think you left your brain in your grocer's freezer. But you'll have plenty of room to defrost it in a macrowave from Giant Kitchen Appliances. Giant power cord not included. This wrong answer of the game got you $4,000. Nice job.
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Here we have Rift Shop. I'm in favor of musicians who use symbols in their names. Pink uses the exclamation point, Questlove uses a question mark, and U2 uses a horseshoe. You sure about that? Okay, I'm told that it's actually just a U. Anyway, if Macklemore wanted to shorten his name using a symbol, what would be the best choice? Mackla this, Mackla this, Mackla this, or Mackla that? This is the greater than symbol, so it roughly translates to Macklemore. But I've heard that thrift shop song enough times. I'm ready for some Mackle less. Am I right?
Dance with me, Disco 3.
This one's called Fighting Fire with Love, and it's time for a 4-alarm dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it's an online dating site or a movie about firefighters. If it's a dating site, press the left arrow. If it's a firefighter movie, press the right arrow. We good? Here we go. Ablaze. Tinder. Scorch. Spark. Backdraft. Oh, so close to perfect. I bet you feel like an ashhole. I don't use dating sites. I meet girls the old-fashioned way by starting a fire in my house and hoping one of them will save me. Up next, here's egg on your pantaloons. If while cleaning up the remains of Humpty Dumpty, all the king's horses and all the king's men got covered in his albumin, what might they later ask their dry cleaner? Can you get egg yolk out of silk tights? Can you get egg whites out of billowy cotton Where's that confounded right answer? The white of an egg is its albumin. Or as Humpty Dumpty calls it, my guts! My guts! They're everywhere! Ah! 5 fingers! Here's one for you. Fortune favors the crave. Oh man, I'm starving. Luckily, I stole 18 fortune cookies on my last trip to Walks Up.
Cookie fortune, cookie messages.
And my fortune says, birds of a feather flock together. Okay, if that's true, then which of these bird pairs probably wouldn't hang out with each other? Donald and Daffy, Woodsy and Hedwig, Big Bird and Tweety Bird, or Woodstock and Foghorn Leghorn? Foghorn Leghorn is a rooster, and the Peanuts Woodstock is a tiny yellow bird of undetermined species, but definitely not a chicken. So you'd expect Foghorn Leghorn to hang out with other roosters and Woodstock with other tiny yellow birds. But instead, they both hang out almost exclusively with dogs. Cartoons are just so unrealistic. We've finished round 1, and you've got a pretty nice score. It's a shame there's nobody here to share it with. Keep in mind, all the prizes are doubled in round 2. Now get out there and make me proud. Open wide for Leonardo Decapitated. If it were based on the original Beowulf story, which part would not exist in the Martin Scorsese film The Beowulf of Wall Street? Leonardo DiCaprio is Grendel, Margot Robbie is Grendel's mother, Matthew... Grendel's father is not a character in Beowulf, so he isn't in The Beowulf of Wall Street. His story was cut out by Scorsese in order to trim the film down to a svelte 4-hour and 58-minute running length.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
It's time for Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Nickname of star NFL cornerback Charles Tillman. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Charles Tillman, NFL cornerback who's played for the Chicago Bears, is more commonly known as Peanut Tillman. And if you don't think Peanut is an intimidating nickname, just ask the millions of people around the world who suffer from peanut allergies. Peanuts are scary as shit.
Follow me down to the sea.
Bucker up for Revenge is a dish best administered rectally.
Oh, my butt.
Oh, don't mind that moaning. That's just Bob the producer in the bathroom. He got back from his trip to Mexico the other day, and he's experiencing a tiny case of Montezuma's Revenge. Hang in there, Bob.
Oh, God, this is the worst day of my life. Oh.
Try not to clog the toilet. Considering who it's named for, what could Bob the producer scream while experiencing his tiny case of Montezuma's Revenge? Curse you, King of the Incas! Darn you, King of the Aztecs! Excuse me. Ready for this? Montezuma's Revenge is a reference to the Aztec king Montezuma II, who was defeated by the Spanish conquistadors. Hey Bob, I appreciate your work ethic, but maybe you should be doing this at home.
Yeah, I'd rather not do something this disgusting to my own toilet.
And on its way, Every Day I'm Buffering. Because the title contains a prime number, what would be the most appropriate movie to stream via Amazon Prime? 8 Mile, 21 Jump Street, 47 Ronin, or 2001? I don't know, it doesn't look like you could divide anything into 2001. Except 3 and 667, of course. Not Prime. It was begging to be picked. A prime number is a number that can only be divided by itself in 1. And for some reason, 0 and 1 don't count. I don't make up the rules. Blah, blah, blah. Math, math, math. 47 is the only prime number. Well, it took a while, but I finally came up with parameters that would make it acceptable for me to sit down and watch a Keanu Reeves movie. Next up, Jingle Jangle. Who played the lead in Django Unchained? Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx's last name has 2 X's in it. the first X is silent. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see two clues that match, press your A button. 2,000 big ones if you're right, but you lose 2,000 if you're wrong. And of course,
remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. My band has a great fictional sound. In which film can I find these fake bands? Good luck. That's all she wrote! There's so many great fictional bands. The Blues Brothers, Josie and the Pussycats, Nickelback. If only they were real.
You don't know Jack!
The ions and the particles.
Hey, this is Cookie, and these birds are doing a poor job of dressing me. Oh, come on, you call that a winter knot? Oh, good, you're all alone. I was just about to do some laundry. This will be much more fun. And your wrong answer of the game is being sponsored by...
Accordion to Jim Accordion Store. Your one-stop shop for all your accordion needs. Well, needs is probably a strong word. Desires, yes, accordion desires. No, that's probably too strong too. Look, if you have or want an accordion, just come here.
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. All right, let's move.
Get ready, time for question. One!
Right off the bat, let's get this potato salad started. Let's say cannibals catch the singer Pink and throw her on the grill. Based on the minimum steak temperature set by the USDA, when might the cannibals stop calling her Pink and instead refer to her as well done? When she reaches 130 degrees Fahrenheit? According to the USDA, a steak is well done when it hits 170 degrees Fahrenheit. And before serving, you'll want to trim off the gristle and the tattoos. How about, you are who some computer nerd tells you you are? So, I don't know what it is, but I just can't stop taking these Zimbio quizzes. So far, I've learned that I'm Jar Jar Binks from Star Wars, Cousin Oliver from the Brady Bunch, and Sofia Coppola in The Godfather Part 3. It's actually been a depressing couple of days. But, tell me this. Which of these Zimbio quizzes might tell me I'm Zambia? Which Northern African country are you? Which Southern African country are you? Which... Zambia is located in Southern Africa. To be honest, I kind of wanted Zambia, so I may not have answered the quiz questions entirely truthfully. My major export isn't really refined copper, but who's gonna know?
Dance with me, Disco 3.
And now, kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, peanut, Albert Einstein,
Yeah.
or Uranus.
Subject of a 1988 Australian comedy film that was a hit in Australia but a dud in the United States. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Young Einstein was a 1988 Australian comedy about, you guessed it, a young Albert Einstein who discovers the secret of splitting the beer atom. Americans didn't buy it because it was too absurd. I mean, come on, we all know he split the beer atom when he was in his 60s. That's not young. Why not try some mean jeans? Suppose the logo on the back pocket of your Versace jeans had the same abilities as the magical creature it represents. What would be the penalty for people checking out your butt? Your butt would sing beautifully, then eat them. Your butt would tell a riddle, then burn them alive. Your butt would unleash a powerful whirlwind, or your butt would immediately turn... What were you thinking there? No, I'll get this. Yep, the Versace logo is modeled after the head of Medusa, so careful where you stare. But I guess it wouldn't be the first time staring at a butt made someone turn hard. Hey-yo! 5 fingers! Coming up next, Parliament for the course. And this dis or dat is to the death. I'm gonna read off 7 names, and for each one, you tell me if it's the name of a British Prime Minister or the name of a character from the Hunger Games. If it's a Prime Minister, press the left arrow. If it's the Hunger Games, press the right arrow. Okay, we're off. Archibald Primrose. Benjamin Disraeli. Primrose Everdeen. Augustus Fitz. Coriolanus Snow. You did so. You're the Peter Malark of trivia. I went on vacation to Britain once. Have you tasted the food they have there? The whole trip was like a Hunger Game. That'll bring an end to our first round, and you're in pretty good shape for now. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. And remember, the wrong answer of the game is still out there waiting for you. Let's move on, shall we? May I introduce your invisible horse's stylin'? If Gangnam Style singer Psy also wanted to be known for his gingham style, what would you most likely see him wearing? A paisley bow tie, a polka dot dinner jacket, a checkered dress shirt, or... Watch how easy this is. Gingham is a plain weave cotton fabric that commonly has a checkered pattern. And if you haven't heard of gingham style, it was a one-stitch wonder. I'd hate to polka fun at this answer. And I won't, because this is the wrong answer of the game, which means you've just won a heavy metal accordion from the Accordion to Jim accordion store. Rock out with your lederhosen sounds. Today's wrong answer of the game gets you another 8,000 on top of your current score. Sweet.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Try this on for size. Forever 21 proof. I was shopping for clothes at the mall. I never buy clothes on the internet, only authentic clothes at the mall. And I walked by this clothing store, Forever 21. Why does everyone want to look younger? Where should you shop if you want to look like you recently joined the AARP? Forever 41, Forever 51. One right answer coming up. AARP is an organization for Americans over 50. Forever 51 is a great place to buy high-waisted pants, Crocs, golf shirts, mom jeans, non-prescription reading glasses, suspenders, and maybe a gun.
Follow me down to the sea.
Take a good look at. This place is a real hip joint. Which of these hipster bones is so hip it hangs out at the hip joint? A humerus wearing a headband, a femur buying mustache wax, a fibula drinking a PBR, or a clavicle shopping for vintage vinyl? The femur is the pretentious mustache over grooming thigh bone that meets with the pelvis to make a hip joint. Personally, I prefer to hang out at the proximal phalange bone. You've probably never heard of it. Here's a good one. Quench your thirst for solitude. Instead of drenching football coaches in a Gatorade bath when they win the Super Bowl, I think they should let the coaches take a nice real bath in Gatorade. They've earned it. If Super Bowl winning coach Pete Carroll took a relaxing bath in the original Gatorade flavor, what might he be doing? Reading a romance novel in a tub of lemon lime? Listening to a sealed... Unnecessary dumbness. Want to see the answer? Lemon lime was the original flavor of Gatorade. And a Gatorade bath is really the best way to make sure that Gatorade is in you. Coming up, debate watchers.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And you'll get a fat tip for a right answer. Arrange these U.S. presidents from skinniest to fattest, based on their weight while in office. Bill Clinton, William Howard Taft, Harry Truman, Truman Taft Clinton, Clinton Truman Taft, Taft Clinton Truman, or Truman Clinton. Really? Why didn't you pick this? Truman weighed 185 pounds in office, Clinton weighed 216 pounds, and Big Boy Taft weighed 330 pounds. Taft had to have his trousers let out a few times to accommodate his weight gains, or as his tailor would discreetly put it, it's, time to gerrymander your knickers, sir. Step right up. Oh, you know all about the attack. Lovely. Here's your clue. Let's get fingered. Hopefully you can finger the right suspect. There you have it! In honor of this Jack attack, I bought myself a Chinese finger trap. Now, what do wild fingers eat that I can use for bait?
You don't know Jack!
It to sound delicious and... Hi, this is Cookie, and before we get started, I want everybody to check under their seats. Feel that? That's the underside of a seat. Pretty cool, huh? I'm glad it's just you and me. I'm feeling a little needy. And our wrong answer of the game is brought to you by...
Spray-on sunburn. A healthy way to look damaged.
If you happen to find our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, you'll be rewarded with big prizes and cash. Okay, what are we waiting for?
Get ready, time for question. One.
To begin with, Mr. Universe sure is sparkly. Say the muscular Mr. Clean decides to start training for a professional weightlifting competition. While practicing for the clean and jerk portion of the competition, what might you see him do? Lift a barbell to his collarbone, then above his bald head. Lift a barbell to his waist, then above his bald head. Lift a barbell above his bald head in one continuous motion. Or lift a Now pay attention. The clean and jerk properly executed requires that the weightlifter first lift the barbell up to rest on his collarbone and deltoids, and then straight up over his head. Mr. Clean does it all alone, too. He refuses to have somebody spot him because the man just really hates spots.
Oh, Mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell you so.
Take a stab at... I got me gun aimed at your heart chakra, and it's a bloody disodat! I am going to read off 7 names, and for each, I want you to tell me if it's the name of a yoga pose or the title of a Jason Statham movie. If it's a yoga pose, press the left arrow. If it's Jason Statham, press the right arrow. All right, let's get started. Warrior! Plank! Crank! Safe! Warrior 2! Cobra! Smash! You had some great fight scenes, but the dialogue was kind of weak. They offer free yoga classes here at the office every Thursday. Unfortunately, Thursdays are the days I pick up my weekly 4 cases of Slim Jims at Costco, so I can't make it.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Let's try. I don't know how much an upright vacuum costs. Which company's logo would make the best name tag on The Price is Right? Target's, Best Buy's, Walmart's, or Macy's? The Best Buy logo is a giant yellow price tag. Much like the yellow price tag-shaped name tags contestants wear on The Price is Right. But then you'd have to convince Drew Carey your name is Best Buy. Maybe it's a family name, and then if you won, they'd make the check out to Best Buy. Yeah, it's not worth it. I call this one Hidden Wood. You know what? Screw it. Let's do a Billy O'Brien question.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
Hello, Billy.
I'm not Dilly. I'm Dilly's sister, Dutty.
Wait, what?
You heard me. Is this thing on? Okay. Which of these finest tuttets is not a female tuttet like me? Miss Tiggy, Sherry Lewis's Landshot, Toto Gigio, or Noki?
Nah. Want to see the right answer? Billy.
Dutty.
Betty, what are you doing? And why are you wearing that wig?
Just read the answer, Dunny.
Miss Piggy, Lamb Chop, and Moki are all females, I guess. But Topo Gigio, the famous puppet mouse from the Ed Sullivan Show, is a boy. Not to be disrespectful, but I guess I don't think of puppets as really having any gender at all.
Well, if you dine me a few drinks sometime, Mr. Masterson, I could certainly prove you wrong.
Let's talk about this off mic. Here's one I like to call cross-dressing at cross purposes. Well, that was, weird. It gets me thinking. If RuPaul got really into physics, how would she change the name of her reality show Drag Race? RuPaul's Vector Potential Race? RuPaul's Retarding Force Race? RuPaul's Kinetic Energy Race? Drag is the lessening or retarding force on an object from wind or fluid resistance. And when you're cross-dressing, you have to be very careful about where your fluid resistance is coming from. Round 1 is in the books, and lucky for you, there's room for improvement. Keep in mind, in round 2, everything is worth twice as much. And hint, hint, keep an eye out for the wrong answer of the game. It's still out there. It's time. Say hello to McConaughey there. If Matthew McConaughey went to visit his ancestral home of Scotland, what side of the road would he drive on? All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, but a little left. All left, all left, all left. Or all one way, all one. In Scotland, like in the rest of the UK, cars always drive on the left side of the street. If you drive down the right side in Scotland, you'll get killed.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Coming up next, gagging on the couch. There are so many characters in the Simpsons universe, I still don't know how many total because there are more of them than there are fingers at this office. I may have to figure out a different way to count. Maybe this Geiger counter over here. If I use a Geiger counter, which character from The Simpsons will it definitely count? Duff Man, Crazy Cat Lady, Radioactive Man, or Mr. Oh, honestly. The Geiger counter is an instrument used to pick up radioactivity levels, so it would definitely pick up Radioactive Man. Radiation can last thousands of years, or a couple of seasons less than The Simpsons. It looks like you got burned. And now you can get burned for weeks to come with a can of Spray-On Sunburn you just won from Spray-On Sunburn. Spray-On Sunburn, the safe, easy way to look sunburned fast. This wrong answer of the game nets you a handsome $8,000. Yeah, you're welcome.
Follow me down to the sea.
Up next, A Chew Good Men. Oh, shoot. My panini press is broken. I guess I'll have to eat something else.
Cookie fortune, cookie messages.
Oh, damn, I love that panini press. Okay, my fortune reads, don't have a cow. Oh, all right, I'm calm. And to prove it, which of these actions would be an example of me not having a cow? Me having a female elephant? Me having a female hippopotamus? Me having a female... You know, dolphins are one of the smartest animals, so they probably would have gotten this right. Let me show you something. A female bear is a sow. The other females listed here are known as cows. This was a hypothetical question, by the way. I've never given birth to any kind of animal that I know of. Am I right? This one's called Pitbull Isn't Dangerous, He's Just Misunderstood. What if the singers of Timber had no timbre? Kesha and Pitbull's voices would be barely audible. Kesha and Pitbull's the timbre of your voice or an instrument is what makes it distinguishable from someone else's voice or another instrument. So timbre with no timbre would mean that Kesha and Pitbull sound exactly alike. But with technology today, who knows what singers actually sound like anyway? I mean, take my voice, for example. If we don't adjust it...
Then I sound way different. I mean, can you hear how nasally I am?
I call this one Occupy Moose Street. I find 1% milk to be the most unfair dairy product of all. Why should all the milk fat be contained in that tiny 1% of itself? How about some fat for the rest of us? But I'm sure it's got a good excuse. What might my carton of 1% milk say about how 1% of itself came to control all the milk fat? It took years of hard work and chemical extraction of fat. I got whole milk, which contains about 3% milk fat, is centrifuged or spun at a high rate of speed until the heavier fat is separated from the rest of the milk. They can then add however much fat they require. And sometimes when cows give a lot of milk, it's too big to pale. Welcome to... Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. I'm a sexy French maid, and this is a stick-up. The robbers in these movies were disguised as what? Good luck. That's the game! Which reminds me, I think I forgot to lock the door.
Okay, this is the stick-up. Give me all your money.
Oh, I see you're wearing a rubber mask. But if you think about it, aren't we all wearing masks in society? Be it the mask we put on for work or the mask we put on for relationships?
Never mind.
Well, Cookie, you scared away another robber. Stupid, stupid, stupid! You always do this. What's wrong with you?
You don't know Jack!
This birthday card, if there's...
Hi, this is Cookie, and I'm having the weirdest case of deja vu right now. Yep, I've definitely heard that boner sound effect somewhere before. Will you be my Facebook friend? And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by...
Sculpt by Numbers. Anybody can sculpt with our patented Sculpt by Numbers system. Unfortunately, not many people want to. Please help us.
Pick the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to win a fabulous prize and big cash. All right, let's do this thing.
Get ready, time for question.
Let's start with, I make my lovers wear masks. Which superhero routinely says I love you in American Sign Language as he travels across rooftops? Batman, Wolverine, Daredevil. Spider-Man presses his middle and ring finger to the center of his palm with the others extended to activate his web shooters. This is also the sign for I love you. Just like a guy, tell you they love you right before they shoot their web all over you. Am I right, ladies? Let's try Raging Red Bull, and it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 names, and for each one, tell me if it's a Martin Scorsese movie, an International Bartenders Association officially recognized cocktail, or both. If it's a film by Martin Scorsese, press the left arrow. If it's one of the 80 or so official cocktails, press the right arrow. If it's both, press the down arrow. Cool, let's do it. Manhattan. French Connection. Godfather. Aviation. Between. Casino. That made me laugh like a clown. It amused me. Yeah, they were all cocktails except Casino, which is both a cocktail and a Martin Scorsese movie. It was kind of a trick question. Don't like it? Well, f*** you f***ing f***. Sorry, I've been watching Casino.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Here's a good one. Here we go round the Manberry bush. If Robin Thicke makes love to 2 sexy ladies round robin style, how many total rounds of lovemaking will there be? 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, or 4 rounds? Can't do anything right, can you? Correct answer, show yourself. If they make love round robin style, each person will need to make love to every other person in the group once. So Robin will have to make love with both women individually, and then the 2 women will also have to, together, adding up to 3 total rounds of lovemaking. And the whole time, Pharrell Williams is just awkwardly hanging out in the background. It's time for Men Don't Ask for One Directions. So, you know how One Direction is all, hey, look at me, and I'm all... What the hell?
Sorry, boy. I was trying to change the radio.
That's not the radio, old man.
What's that thing? Who's that fella? Where's that scroody-up-doodly-doo? It's Foggy Facts with Old Man.
Scroody-up-doo? I forget. Why can't I get this thing to play music? I want to hear that song.
What song?
You know how it goes. Doo-be-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Skip-a-doo-doo-a-see-doo-boat. Wait a sec. No, that's not how it goes.
Why don't you describe it? We'll see if we can figure it out.
Well, all right. Let's see. It was this lady singing, and she's upset with her relationship. Then she literally spells it out for him. And at the end, it's just "Sack it to me" a bunch of times. What was that song?
Okay, is it Proud Mary? I Got You, Babe. Respect. Was it Respect, old man?
Oh, that's it. Respect. Okie doke, I'm done listening to the radio box. And now I'll just unplug this little doohickey.
No, old man, don't unplug the microphone. Ridiculous! How does he keep getting in here?
5 fingers!
Here's one I like to call Mind Over Manners. Which of these museum art pieces features a rude person who is not taking off his hat while inside the museum? Wood's American Gothic, Botticelli's The Birth of Venus, Magritte's The Son of Man, or Michelangelo's David?
Swing and a miss.
Were you thinking of this one? Magritte's Son of Man features a man whose face is obscured by a green apple as he rudely continues to wear a hat indoors. I haven't been this upset at a painting since I noticed Judas was chewing with his mouth open at the Last Supper. That about does it for round 1, and it looks like you might be getting the hang of this. Remember, in round 2, every question is worth double. Enough small talk. May I introduce a sexy French trivia question? Which of these famous maids might end up taking a ride on the Maid of the Mist? Rosie from the Jetsons visiting the Thames River? Alice from the Brady Bunch at the Great Barrier Reef? Next time, try this. The Maid of the Mist is the name of the boat, multiple boats actually, that take people on tours of Niagara Falls. But I'm not getting on a boat with anybody from Downton Abbey. 2 words. Drama.
Question 7. Yeah, this ain't your bang.
And on its way, Scrabble Arouser. Which of these symbols from the periodic table could not be used as a word in Scrabble? Iodine symbol, helium symbol, arsenic symbol, or americium symbol? AS. As. That works. And if you have one more S, but no, we're talking about science. Here's where the money is. He, as, and am are all great 2-letter Scrabble words, but iodine symbol is I, which is a word, but just a 1-letter word, and there are no 1-letter words in Scrabble. I like to make stories just out of the 2-letter words in Scrabble. Go to my axe. It is up on my ox. Axe me. Ow! Ow! Thank you.
Follow me down to the sea.
And now, the Purple Heart is awarded to General So. Time for some authentic Asian cuisine.
Cookie fortune, cookie fortune, cookie necessary.
Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Okay, here's my fortune. Find your voice. I'd love to. So if I asked Ariel from The Little Mermaid to help me, where would she tell me to look? In a shell, in an eel, in a book, or in a tree? In the tale of The Little Mermaid, Ursula takes Ariel's voice in exchange for getting legs, and stores it in her shell necklace. Ariel gets her voice back eventually, although after not speaking for a while, she was a little seahorse. Here's one for you. I give up worthy. I feel like I should read more classic literature, but they have such boring titles. Ugh, why can't they have cool, enticing titles like all the headlines on the internet? Which classic novel would be much better off with this title? A young orphan is approached by a convict in a graveyard. You won't believe what happens next. Great Expectations, Wuthering Heights, Yep, that's pretty much what kicks off all the events of Charles Dickens' Great Expectations. Maybe the book would be better if instead of Great Expectations, it was 15 Awesome Expectations in GIF format. Why not try Duck Fails a Boo-Hoo? I love taking selfies, especially if I'm doing one of those sexy duck faces in them. So I'm wondering, which of these selfies does not involve me doing a duck face? A mallard face selfie, a harlequin face selfie, a mandarin face selfie, or an Appaloosa no. Here's what a right answer looks like. Mallards, harlequins, and mandarins are all types of ducks, but Appaloosas are horses. I once took a duck face selfie at the park and an old woman threw breadcrumbs at me. Talk about degrading. I mean, I ate the crumbs, but still. Step right up to the Jack Attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press your A button. I'm sorry, was I talking too much? Fine, here's your clue. I see a Jack Attack in your future. Who's predicting the future? Good luck. brought in a fortune teller to show me my fate in a crystal ball.
I see. And it's 2 years from now. And you're on the toilet.
I see me too. Oh my God, do I die on the toilet?
No, it's just you as the future on the toilet.
I should skip enchiladas on that day.
You don't know Jack!
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I am the face of the multi-billion-dollar industry that is humorous trivia. Oh God, you're by yourself? Please don't tell anyone I was here. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
the Alliance of Mole People for a Better America. Look, Mole Americans hate terrorism and love freedom just as much as human Americans. Trust us, we're not up to anything.
Find the wrong answer associated with our sponsor to get yourself some sweet prizes and bonus cash. Okay, let's get this show on the road.
Get ready, time for question.
1.
First up, Candy Crushed. I can't stop playing Candy Crush. It's like heroin. At first it was great, but now I hate it and it's ruining my life. If Candy Crush really is like heroin, what should I play to wean myself off of it? Barbitol Crush Saga, Methadone Crush Saga, Zoplicone Crush Saga. Methadone is used for, among other things, drug detox programs. Methadone isn't cheap, but it can't be more expensive than these $70,000 worth of app helpers I bought for Candy Crush. Thank God this game's free, otherwise can you imagine how much I would have spent by now?
Oh, Mama gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Say it so.
Open wide for Motley Shoe. And let's step into a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it's a metal band from the 1980s and 90s or a style of women's boots. If it's a metal band, press the left arrow. If it's a style of women's boots, press the right arrow. Okay, let's move. Gladiator. Fire. Bondage. Cinderella. Winger. It wasn't as good as a Cinderella concert, but really, what is? I'm no expert, but the best thing about women's boots is they make my ass look great.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Bucker up for so many disgusting ways to be American.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
You know the drill. If you get this one right, I'll send some extra cash your way. Put these movies in chronological order based on the time period they're set in, from earliest to latest. American Hustle, American Pie, American Psycho, Pie Psycho Hustle, Psycho Hustle Pie, Hustle Psycho Pie, or Pie Hustle Psycho. Oh, you're gonna kick yourself. American Hustle is set in the 70s, American Psycho is set in the 80s, and American Pie is set in the late 90s, early 2000s. The 70s, 90s, and 2000s. 3 different decades where Eugene Levy has played the exact same role. Take a good look at Remove the Stitches after 1001 Arabian Nights. What would be different about Aladdin's genie if he magically gave himself a genioplasty? He would have a bigger chin, he would have firmer breasts, he would have a lifted butt. A genioplasty is a type of plastic surgery where the chin is augmented with an implant. Oh, I wish I had a genie.
Your wish is my command.
All I have is this lousy genie sound effect.
Your wish is my command.
Try this on for size. Flab roller. How might a professional bowler respond if someone were to ask him how he manages to stay in such wonderfully below average shape? Rolling balls down a 28-foot lane is great for the beer gut. Rolling balls down a 63-foot lane keeps my back fat firm. That actually sounds like really great exercise, hence undercutting the entire point of the question. Allow me. A regulation bowling lane is 63 feet long from the foul line to the pin deck. I consider bowling good exercise. I mean, sure, gravity and momentum do 90% of the work getting the ball down the lane, but that other 10%, that takes some real slight arm movement. That's the end of a thrilling first round, and your score is pretty much just fairly okay. Don't forget, in round 2, all the cash is doubled. And lest you forget, big cash prizes can be yours if you find the wrong answer of the game. All right, you ready? Too bad. How about a 3-day getaway to beautiful Valhalla? Suppose Dante returns after his travels in the Divine Comedy and starts posting pictures to Facebook. What is he most likely to write about his second destination? Here's me in heaven, here's me in purgatory, here's me in hell. That was quality. Here's what you meant to pick. In the Divine Comedy, Dante's first stop is hell, and his third stop is heaven. And in between, his second stop is purgatory. It's funny to put pictures of purgatory on Facebook because endlessly scrolling through a Facebook feed full of vacation pics is actually what they make you do in purgatory.
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Next up, hey wig spender. Hold on, I'm just going over my credit card bill. Who the hell spent $400 at the wig shop?
I did, Dunny.
Billy O'Brien?
No, Daddy O'Brien.
One's made of skin, one's made of wood, so who's the dummy?
Not me.
Billy.
Daddy.
Betty, how could you spend so much on wigs?
I'm trying to get my hair just right. I want to resemble Audrey Hepburn. Oh, speaking of which, what hairstyle must I get in order to look like Audrey Hepburn in Breakfast at Tiffany's? A Dufont, a Tage Joy, a turn. Audrey Hepburn famously had an updo in Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Well, Betty, I must say the pixie cut looks very good on you.
Oh, thank you. Why don't we go back to my place and mess around?
Billy, Betty, is your hair... is that moss?
Yes, it is.
That explains the smell.
Pretty alluring, is it not?
Follow me down to the sea.
Take a stab at Gone with the Vin. Let's say all Vin Diesel movies can be put into two categories. Ones where his acting relies on grunting, or ones where his acting relies on sneering. What kind of chart should I use to find the movies where he both sneers and grunts? A Vin Diesel Venn diagram? A Vin Diesel Venn diagram, spelled V-E-N-N, feature circles that contain a set of data. In this case, where the circles overlap in the middle is where you'll find those awesome movies that have both grunting and sneering. And if there's one thing a Vin Diesel fan loves, it's using charts to analyze complicated data. Woohoo! This one's known as reduce, reuse, reheat. It seems like a lot of factories are going green these days. I don't like it. If there aren't plumes of smoke coming out of factory chimneys, then what are street urchins gonna choke on? Anyway, it got me wondering. If the Cheesecake Factory went completely green, what would be the only sauce they'd offer? Hollandaise sauce? Chimichurri sauce? I so wanted you to pick this one. Made from parsley, the Argentinian sauce chimichurri has a bright green tint. And I like a lot of sauce on my cheesecake. Mmm, saucy cheesecake. No, mole is not your friend. But moles will be with this T-shirts of a mole holding an American flag, just like the one you won from the Alliance of Mole People for a Better America. Blindly follow us to a better tomorrow. This wrong answer of the game has earned you a sweet 8,000 clams. Well done. How about Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus?
Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus.
Known to reach over 20 feet tall. Kangaroo, Peanut, Albert Einstein, or Uranus? Smart people choose this. The planet Uranus is way over 20 feet tall. I mean, it's at least 30 feet tall. Probably more. I don't know. I'd have to see it up close. Brace yourself. I see you don't need me for anything. It's all yours. Let's get Randy. Who's your Randy fella? Good luck. That's all she wrote! We used to have a sound grip who worked for us named Randy. I wonder whatever happened to him.
I still work here, Cookie.
It's almost like I can feel his presence even though he's gone.
Cookie, I'm standing right in front of you.
Yes, Randy, yes you are. I miss you, big guy.